Hey there, we're looking at storms to the north, at least on some of our sky cams here. We're looking at those mainly in the cameras on your left screen there. Top left is going to be our CCAC camera. That's the one out by Snoopy's. And the one near bottom left. Do you remember that one? We don't show it very often, but that is the one out at Farley Boat Works. And we're looking at very tall thunderstorms. Usually they're farther away, but now we're looking at storms that are right in our backyard. They're in our northern neighborhoods. As I just showed you on radar, those are the ones that are in Refugio and out toward Beeville. But they'll be in our future here in a little bit. Let's talk about how today has panned out so far. Another triple-digit day here in the books. This time we're closer to that record high, 103. We did that not too long ago, just yesteryear, back in 2000, right? Well, thankfully we didn't beat it today. 100, the high temperature, which we now on the last day of the month have an average high temperature of 93 degrees here in Corpus Christi. So we kind of are overachieving a little bit. We need some rain to bring our temperatures back down. We need some rain because we need some rain, and overall some cooler weather would be much welcome here across the coastal bend. But speaking of rain, deficit for the year now. We are this far away from 6 inches behind on our rainfall. We really have our homework cut out for us. But with this kind of heat, it just makes the situation worse. So I think any kind of rain in the forecast will be welcome. Thankfully, we do have some. It's 90 right now in Rockport, where you're not too far off from some of that rain in Refugio County, but it feels like 106 because of that humidity. On the other hand, Beeville, 94 degrees, feeling like 99. You're only more tame because we have showers in the vicinity. Other folks still feeling those upper 90s to triple digits. And with the humidity, the perceived temperature, or feels like temperature, in those middle to upper 100s. So heat risk, of course, top of mind for today. That will also be the case tomorrow. We're looking at some scattered showers in our forecast, so it's not going to completely tame the heat, but there's no red on this map. So that is an overall improvement. Still moderate heat risk for our southern neighborhoods that will likely see less of that rainfall in the mix. And then hopefully some more rainfall as we head on into Tuesday. Heat risk not very much top of mind. So here's what's going on. We've been tracking a front now for, I think, almost 3 weeks. It's been iffy, hanging out around North Texas, East Texas, and the northern Gulf Coast. Well, now it's at its closest part to us. This is the closest this thing has been to us, kind of along that I-10 corridor a bit, and that's why it's kicking off some showers and storms that have rolled down into our northern neighborhoods. Now, once we lose daylight, these storms probably going to lose their oomph too, but they'll be back into the overnight in scattered fashion and as well as into tomorrow. So here's a look at rain chances as we head into your Labor Day. Again, if you have plans outdoors, just have an indoor plan. This isn't going to be a washout for all of our neighborhoods, but again, a good idea to sleep in between 8 a.m. and lunchtime is probably when we'll see that first wave of showers. Get a little bit of a break, at least for the coastal neighborhoods, before afternoon heating tries to give us a few more showers in the mix. We'll also be watching for this potential as we head on into Tuesday, but not looking as hopeful. In fact, as we go on into the overnight here, that's where we'll see the bulk of those widely scattered showers and storms, and the rain chances kind of take a break before we see some come back in for the upcoming weekend. So for our neighbors in Rockport and Kingsville, here's a look at your 7-day forecast. The heat definitely more tame. And for our neighbors in Corpus Christi, here's what to expect across our neighborhood.